Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is for you to trust the Spirit to guide you. As you go on this spiritual journey, man, where you're, connecting with the spirit that's inside of you, obviously, you'll be going through a lot of the different gifts. The biggest one is the spirit of discernment. That's when the first one you start to develop. And the easiest way that guides you, man, is through your instinct, what you call your instinct, is that you get a feeling about certain things and certain people and just whatever, man, is that it really, you got to trust your intuition, man, to guide you. That is the spirit using your intuition to guide you, man, on the path to make sure that everything is aligned with your purpose that God had for you. And, it's like as you continue to elevate, to the different levels of spirituality, because there's tons of levels here, quantum leap into different realms and so forth, is that, things that are not aligned with where you're going, the spirit will expose those people. It will expose those things that are happening that are counterproductive to where you're going. You know what I'm saying? And, it can be anybody. It could be the person's, people's that's closest to you, you know what I mean? In whatever shape, way, shape, or form, man. And it's like, you really have to trust the spirit to be your guide, man. The spirit knows things that we don't know, obviously. It's all knowing, it's all being, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So the spirit of God that's inside you, man, allow it to guide you through your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, trust your instinct. If something just doesn't look right, trust your intuition, man. It knows way more than we know, people. And I say it to say, man, that, in order to really fulfill on God's purpose, man, is that we have to be obedient. You know what I'm saying? And part of your obedience is to trust your instinct. You know what I'm saying? Because it will avoid pitfalls and dangers that you don't see. If you're in an environment and things doesn't feel right, you can't ignore it, people. You have to choose to understand, and interpret what that means and protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the whole message today, man, is that I really and truly just want you to trust your intuition, man. Let your intuition be your guide. You know what I'm saying? That's mostly it, people, to be honest with you, man, because it's like as you go on this journey, man, the more you continue to elevate is the more you're going to find people fall off out of your life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's friends, business associates, whatever the case is, personal life, whatever, man, is that anything that does not align with what God have in store for you, for his purpose over your life, people, just know that he's going to remove those people and situations from your life, man. And it's like, that's what change look like, man. Obviously, the way we are now is not the way that we ought to be to handle what God had for us. So it's like, in order for you to go from where you are to where you ought to be, is that you must be willing to make the changes. Even if it's a painful change you must make, people, you have to make changes, man. You have to make changes to make sure that you're indeed putting God in his purpose for your life above all things, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it makes sense to you or not, you know? So I really just want you to keep that in mind. I want you to really take the time to trust your instincts, man, and know that that's the Spirit of God, like, nudging you to be aware of things, to see danger, to see betrayal, to see different things, man. And don't ignore it, people. You have to be not only receptive, but embrace that truth, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And, with that being said, man, really and truly, that is the entire message today, people. I just want you to trust your instinct and be willing to make the necessary changes and adjustments, the one thing I say along this journey, man, is this: for people that are spiritually enlightened, is that we have the biggest hearts out here, man. You know, we are the king of second or third chances. We are the most giving, the most caring. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you have to protect yourself, man. And that's what the spirit is doing for you, is making sure that, you know, you put yourself first, man. When I say put yourself first, love yourself unconditionally. And anything that doesn't measure up to that, you make the necessary adjustments, whatever that looks like. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, man, really and truly, that is indeed the message for today, man. Shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who's the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. People, as you already know, my mandate for being here is to unite the Caribbean and Africa. And the way that we do it, people, is by standing united, man. United we stand, divided we fall. We're always intentionally choosing to stand united, people. People, what does that look like? Be our brothers and sisters keepers, man, especially when we're in need. And most important is each one teach one. Those are philosophies that I live by, and I hope you'll adapt those for yourself also. My declarations over your life, people: number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God will continue to guide you and lead you, man, to really, not only finding your purpose, but I also pray that you be sensitive to your intuition as it leads and guides you. It will always tell you what's going on, people. That is indeed what the spirit of discernment looks like. It's always a feeling. It's something your instinct is telling you. And my suggestion to you is to start obeying that. Start believing your intuition, man, and let it guide you. It will always steer you right if you trust it. So that's something that I'm encouraging and praying that you start getting in tune with and start relying on that to be your guide, not what you think or feel. All right. Anyways, people, y'all have an amazing day, and we'll talk tomorrow.